If they think it's easy to win the election, let them go ahead. I'm not going to beg anybody. Wike, welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot juicy news update, please click on the notification bell. The current wrangling in the People's Democratic Party between the faction of the North and the South and the party. Governor Nyesom Wike, that represents the interests of the South and the Southwest, is demanding for the position of the national chairman from the party before the presidential election in 2023. In a bid to make sure Atiku gets this done, Wike has withdrawn and supported Atiku Presidential Campaign Council. Some political leaders in the Southwest have also notified Atiku that it's impossible to campaign for him without the region having a stake in the party. The likes of Chief Bode George have identified that he cannot market Atiku to his people without the removal of Dr. Iyorchia Ayu. Governor Nyesom Wike spoke on the recent events in the party. According to him, the people in Atiku camp think that they can go ahead and win the forthcoming election without their support. He charged them to go on and see how it goes, while stressing that he is no longer going to persuade anybody to listen to them. He said, and I quote, "All I'm saying is that let us leave it the way we agreed and how things should be done. It doesn't matter if I lost the election. I did not lose the election, and this is my first time I plan to run for president of Nigeria, and we made an impact. If they think it is easy to win the election, let them go ahead. I'm not going to beg anybody." Well, I keep saying that the PDP, they are the cause of their plenty problem, and they do not know, they know the solution to the problem, and they do not want a solution. They don't want to solve it. It is not like they do not know. They know the solution to their problem, but they don't want it solved. Wike, stop making noise. If you know how to win an election, why didn't you make your godfather Gage to win the 2015 election? Really? Jonathan was a peaceful man who just allowed Jega to rig the election, then in 2015 for his Fulani brother Buhari. Jonathan never listened to Wike or anybody who wanted to cancel the election when there was a proven evidence that Jega rigged the election. Was it working for him? He fooled the wife of Goodluck, Ebele Jonathan, and took away the opportunity originally meant to compensate Omeha. Wike was to go for Senate. But all those ones are in the past now. My own is in PDP, they know the right thing to do. Is Atiku's presidency less important to Ayu's remaining the national chairman? PDP has continually showed us that Ayu remaining the national chairman is all that matters. So no problem. So Wike is now God that can determine who wins and who lost Abi. God will shame all of you. The way he proved himself in Oshun, wait and see. Somebody is fighting for his own personal and selfish interests. And the writer is here talking of South, who was holding the position of a national chairman of a party. The man's self-ambition shamefully sent the man Secondus out of office. But God has proven to him that it is only him that gives power. Instead of him to humble himself and learn this bitter lesson, arrogance would not allow him to do that. Now you want them not to disregard their own way you did to their own brother. Abi? My guy, Northerners do not play politics that way. But respect and need everyone in and around us, okay? Tell your Wike to learn from the Northerners if he wants to grow. Money is not everything. He should stop thinking that nobody is like him and he alone can do it. Alright, but Gage failed himself in 2015. He carried the pro-Buhari as an INEC chairman and also in Northern as an NSA. What were you expecting Wike to do? Wike was fighting the fight of his life for a River State governorship seat with the federal might, and he did marvelously well. He won convincingly. That is true. Had Jonathan been like Obasanjo, he gave monkey banana. Jonathan would have cancelled the election in the Northeast where they rigged him out and plugged the nation into a mess. The man no wants problem. You know that sometime in 2014 there was this rumor going on that, if some people know win election, say Yawa go boss, say Kasala go boss. The man don't think him. Say on top election, now Yawa won't come boss. I beg me them carry their wahala, they go. Okay. No. With this your attitude, even if Atiku lose the election, you will not find support from the North in your political career again, except you want to end your career this way. Okay. All right. Wike should manage his loss and stop crying. What loss? Can anyone in your family generation past or coming contest election before? What is your family name? Cry for yourself first before you call a man mumu. The way na dey sprinkle violence, make blood no touch me sha. Now wow, do you know his family members? I tire. And what they have achieved? Many people in Nigeria are far richer than the president, so contesting an election isn't an achievement. The politicians are making themselves rich with stolen money. Exactly. So he is equally entitled to his comment. He did not insult your family. Do not play God, Governor Wike. Hey, it is those that left. It's left for those that are contesting election that will beg people. Don't go and beg anybody. Okay, Governor Wike did not win primary. The presidential primary is very hard for him to win. That is why. That is what he's trying to tell Governor Utom. I don't understand. Both sides are killing their political future. If the G5 fails to make the party win election, Wike will never be anything in Nigerian politics. It's very young man and good in his performance, but this is about to end his political career. I beg him to look back and do the right thing. Okay, Wike, your outburst is turning unbecoming. Then if you think you can stop people from voting, go ahead. In the next few months, you are going to be ex-governor. Just as we are going to see how relevant you are in the policies of a nation and a river state. Okay, my own is that a lot of things are being reviewed. A whole lot. He's getting tired. The statement is from someone who has no steam left to fight. The people who came from people like Utom, the governor of Benue State. He is the chairman who presides over zoning. If I am not mistaken, Ayi was elected before Atiku. How can you ask Ayi to resign? When there was a time to elect a Sultan as presidential candidate, our people failed to hold their promise. I do not blame these people at all. Okay, whether you reconcile or not, PDP will not win. If they do, war will start in Nigeria. Okay, well, don't sound that way, I beg. This kind of statements, then they bring wahala. Okay, ordinary primary election you couldn't win due to immature understanding of political intrigues. Well, you will not see ordinary primary election. No. This is the first time he was coming out to contest for presidential primary. Don't just call this primary election. Alright, Wike Kukuma tell Nigeria that because you are not allowed to carry out your life ambition of becoming president of Nigeria, you are now out to fight those whom you thought blocked your chance. Instead of saying that you are fighting for the fact that both presidential and chairmanship candidates cannot come from the same zone. Vulnerable Nigerians who doesn't know your agenda will think you are fighting for a just mission, just knowing that you are in a vendetta, not knowing that you are in a vendetta mission. You said you have nothing against Atiku, but you have tried to challenge him at every opportunity you have. Even after Atiku had met and discussed with you to see reasons and shoot your sword, you still continue unabatedly fighting against the People Democratic Party's chance of winning presidential election. What will be your gain if PDP loses? Food for thought. Okay, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.